So we're kind of like under the guise that we're live, just so you know. So I'm just going to kind of transition right into it. Yeah. All good, Brian, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in speaker view, so Brian, whenever you're ready.
Sweet. All right, 1 second. Sorry. Let me mute some stuff here. All right.
Dismissed.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us today. Wait.
Okay, so now we're joined with our, let me try that again. Joined with, good thing we're not actually live.
There you go.
And Brian, I'm recording now.
Awesome. Thanks, Brett. All right. So here we are, Wine and Pop-Tarts, Brett and Brian back at it.
Still
Yeah.
living, still living the quarantine lifestyle and all that stuff. But no, I got my first shot and I'm getting my second one like April 7th, I think. So
Sick.
pretty good.
We're on the same schedule. I'm April 5th for my second one. So
Nice. Well,
yeah,
we'll
baby.
see again when we're all sick the next day. Like
Exactly.
are you getting your first or your second one?
Second one.
I heard the second one kind of makes you feel a little rough sometimes.
I'm excited.
My buddy's brother was like on the couch for a couple of days. He was a little under the weather.
Uh-oh.
Whatever, man. Like whatever it takes. I want to get back.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm the same. You're done, aren't you, Brett?
Yeah, I was going to say counterpoint. I did both Pfizer and I had zero side effects.
Dude, I thought you were going to be like, I did Pfizer, Moderna.
Yeah, I did them all.
I did them all, man.
Yeah. I'm immortal now.
Yeah. This is actually a vaccine review.
Yeah, great.
Podcast.
That's awesome. We're like, I took all three. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks again for doing this, Jeff. So kind of the background is we're doing this, kind of doing another, live stream to go over like our favorite Oscar movies that the Oscars missed, So
That's great. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. I don't know anything about the Oscars. I just, but
Same.
I'll chip in with whatever, so sure.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're giving Uncle Peckerhead 2 Oscars.
Oh my God. Yes.
So you all clearly win best soundtrack.
Dude.
That's kind of a no-brainer. And then
I'd like to accept this award.
Oh my God.
Generously. I'd like to thank the Academy. And let's see, who else would I like to thank? I'd like to thank Whiskey. I like to thank my cast and crew. They were great. And then I'd like to thank my friend Augusta and Matt, who got me this fake Oscar that says best actor ever in Uncle Peckerhead. So there you go.
Dude, awesome.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
Are we recording yet, Brett?
Yep, got it.
Perfect. Awesome. And so should I guess I should say that we have the esteemed Dr. Jeff Riddle with us.
Jefferson.
From the movie Uncle Peckerhead. You're a friend of the show, Jeff. You're our second. This is the second time we're interviewing you.
Well, the show's a friend of mine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian,
yep.
Before you get going, ease back off the camera a little bit.
Oh shit.
That's what they usually tell me, man. But I've got a face for radio, so they're telling me they're like, we're gonna get a wide angle for you. Hey, I've got to ask Brett, is that the milestone, like the Charlotte milestone?
Okay, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember where it was. I was thinking Minneapolis, but yeah, I just Googled punk rock clubs for backgrounds.
Dude, cool. Yeah, it is 2020, 2018. I mean,
I wish I was there.
I didn't realize you could. I just wasn't even like thinking that was a background. I thought that was your actual. You were like in the basement or something. I was like,
God.
Oh, I played there.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I want to be there or anywhere, literally anywhere at this point.
Correct.
Like,
that's crazy. And Brian, you look like you're like in the front room of that club.
This is the CBGB's former.
Why didn't I do something cool?
There's still time.
Check out this club,
I
man.
think this is cool. It shows your kind of like your studio space back there.
This club has like Oscars. This club has like little mini statues here. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, we actually called the pants the pant army in the script.
Oh, really?
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
At first,
That's
it was
great.
supposed to be like 30 pants, and we couldn't afford it, so it's like 8. It's not much of an army, but
I mean,
It
pretty
got the
brutal.
job done.
It did, yeah. So
it sure did.
So, kind of following up with that, I was curious when when Slacks was made. I'm assuming it was before the pandemic. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying like kind of an additional commentary, from the perspective of blood-sucking work pants feeding on working people while, in Airtime 1, we just changed from daytime pajamas to nighttime pajamas? Eventually those work pants are waiting for us, right? No?
You know, I never thought of it that way. I
Nerd.
have to say, I'm like, ooh, Brett, I love it. I never thought of it, but now I feel like I need to go think about it.
That was the most film schooly question that I've asked anyone.
I'm very impressed. And for all film school questions, Elsa can answer. I'm like, because I've never been to film school. I'm horrible at those
Oh, me
questions.
neither.
Right? Elsa, whenever we apply for grants, I'm like, this is the part you'll do, Elsa, because it's like the film school
I
part.
drank the film school Kool-Aid.
So, in your opinion, we also want to, shed a light on anything else that you enjoyed from 2020, anything that you thought was really great, that the jerks at the Academy thought didn't think about or didn't award, and just wondering who you would nominate for an award and for what.
Boy, that's a tough one. For 2020, we're saying, right? So I'm not going to say jerks at the Academy because I still like my career. But I will say I actually really enjoyed The Hunt. I know not a lot of people kind of had mixed reviews, but I loved it so much just because, right from the get-go, I was like, okay, I'm just in for a typical, here's this, here's that. I don't want to spoil too much, but the fact that they just kept changing left, right? You know what I mean? They just kept turning. That's what I love the most. So I would nominate The Hunt. The lead actress was phenomenal in that movie. So I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she should win everything. And that movie was great. So I'll give that movie great award. That's the award. Great. I don't know. I don't think that's an award.
I give it the same. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it too. It was so good.
It seemed like the opinion was fairly divided on it, and every minute of it was just like, it was a ride, man. It was really good.
It's weird. Normally, I when people are divided on movies, like I remember when I saw The Witch, and I was like, when people are like, oh, I hate it. I'm like, okay, well, I can at least understand that, right? If that's not your cup of tea, if it's not your speed, I loved it, but I understand that one. But The Hunt, I was like, I don't understand how you don't like this one. This is just fun as hell. Like, it's crazy.
They probably don't like roller coasters either. That's what it reminded me of.
That's fair. Yeah, maybe that's it.
And the thing about horror is that a lot of times it's so serious and so scary. So like Saw and Hostel, or like things that we think about when
Amateur.
So as Brett mentioned at the top of this, we're kind of doing like our version of the Oscars. So we're highlighting our favorite movies. Castle Freak happens to be one of those. And your performance happens to be one of our favorite performances. So we want to highlight like all of those films that we feel are overlooked by the Academy. So I want to ask you, what are some other movies besides Castle Freak, of course, that you think should have been nominated for the actual, the actual Oscars?
Have you seen Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood?
Yes.
One of my favorite movies of all time. And I know it's billed as a horror, and it's not really, but it is. But like, I was not expecting to be so moved by the end of that movie. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And the twists kept coming. And I felt like I just had to buckle up, and wherever that movie took me, that's where I was going. So I really enjoyed that movie a lot this year. Oh my gosh, let me think about all these movies that I've seen. Similar to you guys, we're just stuck at home and watching movie after movie. Are you looking for horror movies specifically? That's maybe
Sure. Yeah. We're down with
Sure.
horror or just anything that moved you, you know?
okay. Oh gosh, here I am umming and awing and like, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like I had so many movies just to spit off the top of my tongue, and now, of course, they've all gone out my brain.
No, there were
To be fair, you did ask for questions to prepare.
I did. Yeah.
It's based on
And
that.
that's why
That's my
right.
thought.
Oh my gosh. Well, I will say, Come to Daddy was genuinely one of my favorite movies of last year. I think Elijah Wood did a great job. I think it's extremely hard to be drunk and to like act drunk in movies. And oh my gosh, I am taking all of my drunk lessons from those actors because they were incredible.
that also fits squarely in the category of I've never seen anything like this before.
Never seen anything like it before. So good.
Yeah. Like during the pandemic, like one thing we've been doing is like simul watching movies remotely and like texting about it throughout the time. And Come to Daddy was one of those movies, and it was just nonstop. Like, holy shit, what are we watching? And it was like, yeah, fantastic. It just, 10 out of 10 for me. So
Yeah. Oh, I did also enjoy The Beach House. If you saw that on Shudder.
yes.
Yeah.
That
Strong.
Also super good.
yeah, I liked that one a lot. I didn't really know what to expect with the trailer. I really enjoyed the trailer, and I really enjoyed that one. And then did you see The Pale Door?
Have not
I
seen
saw
it.
it. Yeah.
You did?
The Pale Door.
I dug it. Yeah.
I liked Host. That was, a good one that I saw. But
We may be joined later by someone
oh
involved
really?
with Host.
That's
Just
exciting.
saying, yeah.
I wonder who. I can't wait to find out.